Welcome back, guys, to another day in Linda's Resin Room. So what I thought we would do today is do a shaker mold for St. Patrick's Day. I've got the lid here that I will be making, but I'm setting him out of my way because I'm going to take this eye candy Imperial Jade and I'm going to paint up around this mold. I'm going to leave the center. Isn't that a pretty color? If you use eye candy products, there is a link and a code in the description to get 10% off of their products. But I'm going to paint this up, leave the center clear because you want to be able to see down in there to see your pieces that you put in there for your shaker. But I think these molds look prettier when you paint these crystals up. I did one for Valentine's Day and I didn't paint it, and then I did a winter one. I don't know if I did the video on the winter. I don't think I did, but it was so much prettier than the Valentine one that I didn't paint. I've got 4 ounces of resin that I have mixed up that is in the debubbler, and I will show you. I used the regular Let's Resin Part A, Part B. It's a 1-to-1. Equal parts. I used 2 ounces of A, 2 ounces of B. And that should be enough to do this mold and the lid. I really like this mold. It's from Pouring Your Heart Out. You can get it on her eBay store, and I'll link it in the description. Now, on her eBay store, you can get just the mold, you can get just the lid, or you can get them together. Not together, you have to buy them separate. Or you can get this shaker mold with 5 acrylic discs that you could use to put on this if you don't want to make your own. But I like to make these, so I like to make my own. I like to make my own little lid for it because I make it quite often, and that is the eye candy Imperial Jade. Okay, let's get a baby wipe because I did get a little on the side here, and I don't want it on the side, which I mean you could if you wanted to, because that's where you're going to glue this together, but I don't want it on there. And I'm just going around that little lip. There's a lip down in here. I don't know if you can see it or not. And that's where the lid sits once you demold this. I'm just using a baby wipe because my baby wipe won't scratch my mold like a paper towel might. Okay. Now, I'm going to get a little terry cloth and just kind of dry the top of that. I don't want it speckled and spotted. Okay. Get a little piece of tape here. I think I'm going to have to get a new piece of tape. Get that off. I'm not worried about the edges. I'll clean it up when I'm done. And there, which you can, sometimes tape will pull that off. Yeah. And clean your mold up. Or you could use a baby wipe. And it just gets rid of that excess mica powder around there. But I'll clean it up after I do this. Alright guys, I'm just going to put things on a brief hold. Once my resin is done with the debubbler, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. I've put a few more bubbles in here from stirring my resin. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit in the lid here. And I'm going to get that and spread that out. I want a different one of those. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. I don't know where I'm putting it. Okay, I'm just going to get this little silicone stick, and I just want to push this resin right up to the edge of this mold. And I may have to put some more in here. I want this to be clear. I don't want any color in it at all, but I am going to put some color for the shaker itself. Almost. And you probably want to go around this and make sure you don't have any kind of bubbles. Because you do want this to be clear. It is going to be your lid for your shaker. Okay, I need my little dotting tool. Get that over to the edge. There's a few little bubbles in there. I'm just picking them out. I've got something black floating. Don't know where he came from. Just getting all these little bubbles. Come to the center. This resin usually degasses very well. Just get those bubbles away from the edge. And you will have bubbles around the edge. I don't know why they like to stick to the edge, but they do. Okay. Now that's a very thin mold, but I don't want to spritz it with alcohol either. Where's my little bitty torch? My baby torch. Just give it a quick little. Got a bubble there that's not on the top. Something floating. There's a couple little bubbles on the bottom. Just trying to get them to come to the top. That way I can zap them out of there. Almost. Got a bubble there, and I got one. Got him. Something black. This is the longest part, trying to get all this stuff out of this. Right? Popped him. Alright, I think he's good. Now, what I want to do with this is I'm going to clean my stick off. So I don't want any resin on there. Wipe this off. Because we are using the Lindasresin regular resin and then eye candy colors today. So I have the eye candy Rakucha green paste. I guess that's how you say it. Oops, haven't used this one before. Okay, I'm opened. I hate opening these pastes. There's always paste all over it. Yep. I'm so messy. Oh, did you see me drop that foil down in there? Let me pick that out. If I can. There we go. Okay, clean these off. All right, clean me off since I've got it everywhere. Okay, now these have been sitting, so I'm just going to quick little stir. And I don't want very much of this at all because I want it to just barely give a color. So I'm going to scrape everything I can off this stick. And that should be plenty. I'm hoping I can still see through this, that I've not made it too dark. Okay, I think that's going to be enough color. I'm just going to get that resin off of there, and then I'm going to clean this stick off to get the rest of that color off. Okay, now I can mix it up. I just don't want any streaks. Make sure I'm trying to get all of that color off there. It's still a little streaky. Okay. I wonder if we could do a little gold shimmer dust. Gold Super Sparkle from Color Passion. This is not a mica, and it's not a glitter. It's kind of something in between. I'm just going to take just a little tiny bit of that. That's it. And put in there. Because, you know, St. Patrick's Day, pot of gold, right? Just give it a little something extra. A little gold sparkle through it. Try to get all that gold sparkle off my stick. I don't want a lump of it either down in this piece. Okay, I think we're good on that. I've got something on the mold. Okay, so it's color. It must have been where I opened that up. Okay. There we go. A little cloth here. Now let's see if we can use the tape. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to be translucent enough that we'll be able to see our charms through the clear piece. But I also want to be able it to be transparent also through the whole shaker. I'm doing this kind of slow because this is a druzy edge here, and I don't want to scrape my color off, but I do want it to get in that little druzy edge, and I'm afraid I'm scraping the color, and then I'm going to mess up the piece. Probably should have used a thinner resin, right guys? Okay, I think he can hold a little bit more. He's almost full. I've still got almost 2 ounces left. Just going to try to push this over to the edge. and get all those little druzy areas filled with resin. And it's still translucent, so that's good. I just don't want to overfill it, and I'm really bad for that. Okay. And this table, even though it says it's level, it's not always level. Okay guys, I'll find something else to put this in, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I just got a couple little, I'm going to see if I can move this, a couple little molds here that are just laying around, and I'm just going to pour this right down in these, whatever I can fill up, just so we don't waste the resin we have left. I like these little mushrooms, but you get little bubbles around the edge here, and you do have to make sure you get all those out. And he holds quite a bit of resin. Okay, I've got him domed. Let's do this little skull here. Trying to keep from overflowing or getting crazy like I just did. Now I think I might have enough to do this whole little bird. Okay, now with this little bird, pinch the tail, pinch the nose. Really bad to get bubbles in those little areas. Now let's see if we can finish filling him up. Okay, I've got those doming. Now, I've got one little bird here, and he's got some blue in there. So he's just a little dump bird. He's going to be multicolored. Did you see me just dump that resin everywhere? Okay, let's see if we can scrape all of this out of this cup. See if I can get the rest of that in there without having it go everywhere. Okay, he's still not quite full, so he will still need a little something else later. So maybe we can do like a white or another blue one for him. I do have a couple little bubbles here. Now, my mold is not doming or anything, but I don't want to get alcohol in that, and that's really thin. I think what I'm going to do is just use a heat gun, if I can get it. See if I can pop bubbles this way. There we go, but I do have something in there that I need to pick out. Give me another paper towel. I don't know what that is. little dried piece of something. And now for those, just quick little spritz. All right, guys, we'll be back for the demold. Hey guys, we're back. I think this is cured enough to demold this part. This is 2, but I'm going to leave that till tomorrow just because I want to put it on this, and it really needs to be completely cured because we'll put some pieces in it, and you can see this is still very bendable, but I'm going to lay that there. Now, I don't like to touch any of my resin without gloves because I don't want fingerprints. So I have multiple gloves. I have 8mm gloves that are orange that I really like. I have 6mm gloves, which are black. So if you ever see me working with uncured resin, it will be one of those, either the 6 or the 8. When you see me touching pieces, because I want to make sure this middle is flat, it's just regular nitrile gloves. Okay, now I want to show you all this. Do you see that gold glitter in there and how pretty painting the side of this mold is? I think that's gorgeous. And then I think we can demold all these little extra bits. It's easier to demold these little things when it is not completely cured and it's a little soft, because it's easier to bend and get out of the mold, and it goes right back into shape. So there is our little bird. Isn't he cute with the little gold bits of glitter through him, or sparkle, whatever you want to call it. This is a skull. I find it easier just to pop these things out that way. And there he is. This little bird will have to wait until we get him filled with some more color. He's not completely full. And then our little mushroom. These little mushrooms are difficult for me to get started. Even though I dome them, they shrink. And it just seems it's difficult to get out of these molds. If I can just get it over the lip there, then I will have it. See if I can roll it. There we go. All right, got him. Okay, turn that back right up, and there he is. Isn't he pretty? Our little mushroom. And I'll have to fall down the bottom. It's got a little lip on there. It's not sharp, but it is there. Alright guys, I will see you back tomorrow when we take our clear part out. I think I have a streak in the bottom. Can you see it? The streak in there. Oh well, it's still pretty. And I've got a bunch of different charms and things that are green that I thought would be cute. Clovers, little horseshoes with clovers. These are mini bags. Little green flowers. Coins. I'm not sure if I want to use these or not because they're kind of big. Gold bars. Green flowers, like roses and such. This is a little green flower like wand looking thing. Some green clovers. And then I have some money signs that I thought would look really cute in this. And there's one other thing. I don't know if it's going to be too big, but I've got these little bottles, little different, like, I guess alcohols, maybe. And I have this little flat one that I'm hoping will fit in there, but I don't think he will. But it would be cute if it did. But we'll see. Alright guys, I'll see you back when this is completely cured. We'll put him together. Good morning guys. So I thought we would fill this up and put it together. So, let's see. Let's put one of those in there. And let's see if this will shake with... I think it's a little too big. So, we can't use those. Alright. Might help if I turn it up. Excuse me. I've got these little green flowers. If you guys can see those. I'm going to put a couple of those in there. I'm going to dump some of this confetti mix. I don't want so many rainbows. I like the green. And a couple little hats. But it's more those little pieces I want. Yeah, some of that little confetti. If I can pick it up. Leave that there in case I want to add more. Okay. I'll get this open. I have one of these little green flower wand looking things. Put one of those in there. I don't want to do too much, but I want it to be pretty. I think I will add a coin, just because they say 4-leaf clover for good luck. And then it has the 4-leaf clover on the back. I don't want anything under him. There we go. I've got some missing. There's a, I guess I could have showed you that. These are the gold bars. Okay. Now, I want a gold one of these, if I can get him out of there. This is a little gold money bag. I think those are cute. If I can get the lid back on them. There we go. I know my bottles aren't going to fit because the green didn't. Okay. Woo. I don't want silver, I want gold. Okay. These are just little 4-leaf clover charms. I'm going to use the gold ones. A couple of those in there. I want one of these green roses. It's kind of got gold around the edges. Got some green here, but I'm not sure about that. Now these 4-leaf clovers, they have a little hook on it. I know I have wire cutters. Maybe not. I thought I did. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can snip off this loop. There we go. Because I don't want that. I just want the 4-leaf clover in the horseshoe in there. I'm going to put you guys on a hold for just a second because I had some other pieces that I wanted to put in here. I just need to find them. I'll be right back. Okay, I found them. I have these little bills. Like this one is $100 bill. This is American money. US money, I guess. Let me see if I can get this open without ripping all these apart. I just want one. This is a $100 bill. I can get him out of there. I thought that would be cute in there. Lost a confetti. Okay. Now, I'm going to put just a little more. I don't want all of those rainbows. I want this mostly green. A couple rainbows are okay, but I want the green. Don't want all those hats either. Okay. Yeah, I might put a... I really like these roses with the gold, and there's different sizes. Let's put another one of those in there. I think those are pretty. Oops. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to put in it. I don't want to do too much. So, get all those out of my way. Now, we need to get out our lamp. And we need our UV resin. I'm using the Let's Resin UV resin. This is the clear hard type. And I'm going to go right along the corner and just kind of put just a little of this around the whole piece, but I don't want too much because of I don't want it going down in there and getting my pieces. So I'm just going to take this little tip and kind of spread it around. Make sure I've got it everywhere here. I'm going to put the lid back on that. Okay, and then we're going to take our top, drop it right down in there. I'm going to press. And then I'm going to put it in the light. 5 minutes. Does anybody else have issues trying to get this double-sided light to work? I got it working now. Alright, I'll see you back in 5 minutes. Okay guys, so it has been 5 minutes and this has kicked off. So now this has cured around there and we have our shaker. Isn't it neat? Now I know they say you can use dryer sheets in this because see how that statics? To keep that from being so staticky, I'm going to tell you right now, I tried it and all it did was leave a film. But anyways, that's our shaker. We'll see you guys back for the next video.